Hey, everybody, good afternoon, and welcome back to the ChatGTM podcast. Assuming that you've been here before, but if you haven't, you found us. How'd you find us? Anyways, I'm your irascible host, Michael Beck, coming to you live here from the RSPA show in Las Vegas, Nevada. I would say also the new definition of Las Vegas is the surface of the sun. I am joined by Mr. Jimmy Durham with nClose. nClose, we're going to find out what it is. If you don't know, we're about to have an education on what nClose is. But right now, I want to know about Jimmy. Jimmy, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, thank you.
He's got more energy than that. He's being really reserved right now.
I am. I'm nervous.
This guy was bouncing around like I was excited. I thought I was going to interview Tigger. Like now I got...
You totally can.
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
I loosen up. All right.
All right. See, that's why I did the cleansing breath first. Anyway, so Jimmy, really, so how's your day going?
My day's great. It's a little warm, like you said, on the sun here.
It is a little warm, especially if they make you wear black shirts.
Oh, yeah.
It gets hotter.
Yeah.
But my old boss used to say, wisdom begins with the definition of terms.
Okay.
Define nClose for me.
And
make us wise.
nClose. We enable functionality that doesn't exist specifically within the payment space. And we primarily started as a tablet housing manufacturer where we make cases.
Like for homeless mobile devices?
Yes, absolutely.
Housing manufacturers. Sorry, my jokes are bad today.
No, with iPads, Samsungs. And so, everybody nowadays is using a phone and or a tablet, and they're using those to take payments or using them in business. Unfortunately,
a lot of touches.
Unfortunately, those devices don't really hold up in those environments, and they get destroyed. And so what we've done is we create, as I said, cases and housings that enable functionality. What does that mean? So for example, right here, if you were going to go into a restaurant, you want something very simple to slide into your apron. You want it to be able to take a bounce. You want it to be able to go on charge very quickly.
Right on that cradle.
And you need power to manage both of your devices because once a device dies, you're out of business. And so what we do is we help customers use those tablets as long as they can and or charge them as fast as they can. Now, it's not just the tablets that they're going to hold and go mobile. We work with mounting solutions as well. We help organize counter space, reduce clutter. And again, if you're going to have a payment device on a counter, why not go ahead and put that payment device right next to the reader?
This is like ergonomics for technology.
Exactly. We're retrofitting and making these things smaller, sleeker, sexier, and more durable.
I feel like I need music from the $1 Million Man. We'll make them faster, stronger, better.
Exactly.
Okay, and so there's an array of devices that you support. Typically, it's mobile devices that need those kind of housings, and then something else, maybe something bigger, more robust, and you're doing the mounting side of the business. Yes,
we're doing the mounting side of the business. And since the tariffs of last year, we were really kicked in the teeth pretty hard, right? 225% tariffs were very painful. People ran for the hills.
I would too.
Right? And so did we. But since then, what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've diversified. We've created two separate verticals. We've created domestic metal manufacturing with in-house laser cutting, powder coating, metal bending.
Made in America.
Correct.
Love it.
Correct. And it's much less expensive than buying it out of China now or any other country.
China.
Yep. So in addition to that, we've created a whole new plastic injection line. And that whole new plastic injection line is right here with the iPad mini to start. However, we have several partners that we will now make cases for their tablets and allow the readers to attach as well. So we don't just make it for ourselves. We have a large, I'm going to use a term from the Three Amigos, a plethora.
Do I have
devices.
A plethora of options with
You have a plethora.
I have a plethora. I love it. We can do this all day, folks. Welcome to the Jimmy and Beck Show, coming to you live from Vegas. We're giving up our jobs. We're going to go knock and see if Siegfried and Roy's spot's open.
Anyway. I was thinking we were going to get into the movies.
We could do both.
Yes.
We'll start with a book, then a movie. Who's going to play you?
Ooh, Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Okay. I was thinking it was the guy from Fallout.
Ooh.
That actor.
Oh, he's a good-looking guy. He should.
And he's everywhere now.
Oh, yeah, he is.
See? Okay. All right, so back to reality. Here we are. We're at the show. We're selling some stuff. As you were talking about the nClose device, you'd mentioned something about charging.
Yes.
and I see a pack on the back there. Is that supplemental power that goes on top of that, or is that a payment device I'm seeing? What am I
This is
seeing?
actually a payment device.
Okay,
This is the IDTech VP3350.
Yep.
And what we can do is we have about 7 or 8 different devices that we can support right now. We're going to support the Square Reader, Shopify M2, Ingenico product line, and several others. And so again, what we do is we help customers use these devices in a much better, easier way for them to use in their business. Our previous product line had a lot of cables.
Yeah.
This is not cable centric anymore. What you do is you just slide your device in just like a phone and you're ready to go.
So all the wires now are nested inside the injection mold that you've done for that housing. Is that right?
Correct. It's all done through pogo pins now. Pogo pins. Yes.
Pogo pin. That's fun to say.
Yeah. Pogo.
Pins.
Pogo. Now with pogo pins, you can also do charging in docking stations, which we've just created, and we can charge your device about 50% in about 40 minutes.
That's not bad at all. Is
No.
that some kind of capacitive? Like, how's that work?
Fast charging. So with our technology, we enable fast charging on these devices. And a lot of the customers out of the box, they get a regular charger from Apple that's a 20 watt. We upgrade that right away to a 45 watt. Or our components in our system support faster charging to enable a business to move better, right? If your device is asleep or dead, you can't make money.
No.
So as long as that device is running, you're able to make money.
It feels like, there's the truth is, I mean, these kind of enclosures are also ideal for line busting situations, right?
Absolutely.
And so would it be something like this with a modular strap that fits on the back, or how's that work?
We have a strap on the back right now, and they can be adjusted whether you want it in a landscape fashion like this, or if you want to rotate it to portrait. So again, what we do is it's based on the software provider. They're not limited by us. They simply utilize their system the way they want. We've made everything very modular, interchangeable, which makes us very functional.
Yeah.
And the other thing is their time to market with these modular devices is much quicker and less expensive. And that's how we help partners enter the market with multiple devices very quickly.
And so somebody gets a load in, like, let's say we're going full Android on some, shameless plug for friends, microtouch devices, right? And we load in, we got 1,000 of these things coming in. We know they're going to show up in about 2 weeks. What's my time to production to fulfillment to get these things if you have enough lead time or just ideal situation?
Realistically, within 30 to 45 days, we can deliver a brand new order, full production, whether that's aluminum CNC and or plastic injection. We do rapid production, which means is if it's a whole new part, we can actually design that in-house. And once the design is finalized, in 60 days, we can put the first unit in the customer's hands.
Wow.
2 weeks after that, we've already gone through modifications. And about 45 to 60 days later, you're looking at tens of thousands of units scalable.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're also doing some user acceptance in that first tranche to go, did we hit it? Are we missing anything before we go full roll production?
Absolutely. A lot of it comes into beta testing. So what happens in these restaurants environments, and New York is probably the biggest example of that, is it's a city built on top of a city, built on top of a city that has the same crappy electrical from the first city.
Yep.
And so what happens is devices fry. So by putting devices in the field before you get tens of thousands, you realize any of the failures.
Are you talking about dirty power or what?
Yes, dirty power is one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of things, right? But I've gone into facilities, Mexican restaurants, and we actually built a box to read the power of the infrastructure. They had 11 air conditioners on the roof. They had their whole security system. They had 20
noisy wires
charging.
that aren't shielded.
Right. So I'm in there and I leave a box overnight, and in the morning I remotely see we had a 471 volt spike.
That will fry some stuff.
That's going to fry anything.
That's like
right?
1.21 gigawatts in Back to the Future.
Exactly. They went back.
Oh, God.
So
it's amazing the problems that are out there in the field that people don't think about when they're just looking at a black and white sheet of paper or that rendering, right? The engineer's going, this is perfect. Not yet.
No, it doesn't work like that. So I identified this and I pointed it out to the owner, and he said later that day his machine caught on fire. So we found a faulty machine for him, fixed that, and everything resumed appropriately.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's other things they could do. Once you have that data, you can go, I need somebody to come in there and fix my cabling, how it's laid out so I don't fry future equipment too. Or is that box actually normalizing the power?
This box does not normalize. It was simply informative. But the biggest problem you're going to have is electricians can't even catch those voltage spikes. So the only thing we can do is identify a potential failure on those wires, look to isolate those with some of the other partners that are at these shows, right? And that allows them to now function in a more seamless environment versus dealing with that garbage.
Putting the right line conditioning or surge protectors, they'll keep those things insulated and safe.
Correct.
Why do you love this kind of business? I watched you for a second. You are animated. And and that kind of animation is only allowed by sincere love of what you do.
So I was driven off a cliff as a young kid and I was crippled.
Me too.
Yeah. No. Lost my memory.
For real?
Forgot how to do math. Yeah.
For real, for real?
For real. I was 20. Was driven off a cliff, crippled for about 12 years. And I met this little lady who gave me my life back. She was an acupuncturist. And ever since then, I've been creating things. And
are you pulling my leg? This is a real thing?
Dead serious. And so what I do is I take the challenging things that don't exist and I refine them and make them. And so that's when you see my products, I'm very passionate about it. I feel like I don't work. My family says I work because I'm not around. Yeah. But overall, I love what I do.
Yeah. Well, was it Mark Twain said, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yep.
He's full of shit. We work our asses off. We just love the work we do.
Exactly. And you have fun, right? That's where the animation comes from.
Yeah. Well, then that translates. It makes such a better connection when you're talking with people because one, you're like, hey, here's this thing.
Yeah.
Like you give it with authority and love, knowing that this is the best fit for people.
Right.
If they got you. Right. If you understand what we do and why we do it and how we do it, you're probably going to do business with us.
Oh, 100%. And one of the things that separates us from the others is, we send our parts to our customers. We tell them, if you're not happy, send it back. But most importantly, give us feedback because negative feedback, I can refine my parts.
Right.
One of the things that our partners love about us is that we're constantly improving, and that's based on the feedback. So we continue to excel, support our customers, and then bottom line, their customers are happy, which makes everyone happy. So from my perspective, that's a win-win.
Absolutely. So with these enclosures, so we're looking at, things that happen when we have impact or run into things, potential preventive scratches. What's the deal with liquid? Is that somehow helping it with liquid issues?
These are going to be IP rated as well. So we have certain components in there, whether they're going to be submerged in water, they can be protected. With the pogo pins down here, as opposed to USB-C, you're not dealing with a splash proof, you're dealing with a full IP rating, 54, 65. And when you're working in a restaurant, every time the server puts that in their apron, they go and they clean the counter. Yeah. Nonstop, we used to get calls that customers have fried devices. Why?
Got gunk in the USB-C slot?
We found pennies stuck in some of these systems of the card readers that when you start taking them apart to identify.
Material. Right. Here's an arc. Yeah, right? That makes sense.
You will find anything and everything you can. And if you have ever been in the back of a restaurant, you know that they are dirty, grimy, and there's not a lot of organization. So by us organizing and protecting these devices, you're going to see a much better product performance.
I have a little bit of experience with this. There was a restaurant that's famous for chicken wings and the ladies that serve them.
Nice.
And we were trying to show them a solution we had. We were a software company, but we had a couple of devices in. And the litmus test was if this was the right fit for them was really if it was the right fit for the apron that they use.
Yes.
I had no idea that was a consideration. Well, the back's too lumpy, the side's too big, this catches on the way in.
Yes.
They literally had them doing quick draw contests from their aprons to see if they could get them out in time or easily put them away.
We have customers make their own aprons.
Do you guys make aprons?
We don't need to anymore. We try to make our devices at such a small form factor they can fit with any of the aprons on the market. If we need to, we can, but I think those things are not as unique for us, right? We'd rather make the product better.
Yeah, be really good at what you do and nail it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about deceleration trauma. The effect that happens when things hit the ground really hard.
You forget things.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tom. No. But your personal trauma aside, no. I love him. He's great. No, but how does that affect, right? So if we have a housing and something falls, and if it's a certain way it was made, the kinetic energy goes right into the device and it'll still knock it out. How do you guys engineer these things in a way that it buffers that energy before it gets to the device and dissipates it?
We can create some different air pockets for that. We also use a combination of hard and soft plastic. So you've got structural form. And
kind of like a crumple zone for housing?
Maybe, yeah. Actually, very true. That might be a little bit over my head right now on the engineering side.
Okay. But no, there's something there that has a shock absorbing type build out. If you say you're doing hard with soft, then that means the soft is taking up some of that kinetic energy, offsetting what would be passed on to the device.
That's correct.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Is this your company?
Yes, it is.
When did you start this?
I started it in 2012.
What made you start it?
I had, as I said, I'd been in the accident. I had started merchant services, and in the merchant service industry, you start giving things away for free. Here's your free terminal. Here's your free this.
Sure.
You have no customer loyalty. Customers will leave you over a penny.
Yes.
When the little readers came out, I saw an opportunity because I was not allowed to enter the big point of sale market with the computer-based systems, right? Like micros.
Sure.
So that's called the good old boys club.
Yes,
well,
it is.
What I like to do is I like to challenge things and flip things on their head. And so what I did is I started creating an audio cable that lets you connect your Square credit card reader to your OtterBox case. And that's where the idea was born. And so what I then did is I went to China, spent several months there, manufactured products. And my first case was an iPad case that now supported 9 different iPads, 17 different credit card readers in landscape or portrait. We made a mount for it that could attach 4 ways: magnetic, bolts, screws, or adhesive. It was the first swiveling mount vertically as well as laterally, and it had a quick release. And so we were truly the first fixed to mobile iOS solution in the market.
Wow. Could you imagine what your proof of concept would have been like then if you had AI plus a 3D printer?
That'd be awesome.
Holy cow, right? Like it's so fast now.
Yeah.
What has you jacked up about the future? What's coming up? What's next?
Well, I think what's next on our side, AI is going to play a role. I don't know how it's going to play a role all the way, but every time we look at restaurants, right, you're always going to need some type of reader. And that could be a manager card or a gift card.
Yeah.
So regardless if you're going to have a soft pay system, soft pay meaning you just tap on the glass, you don't need a reader, you still need that functionality. And what has me so excited is I work with a lot of the partners in the industry to create new products for them and enable that functionality. So I get to see my products when I go into restaurants.
Yeah.
And I have a really funny story for you.
Yeah, bring it.
So my wife is out with a team that she works with, right? And she actually sends me a picture from this Mexican restaurant. And she's like, I told my team you do something like this. And I said, no, babe, that's mine.
Did that.
Yeah, that's mine.
Don't you know me, honey?
No, she doesn't. Still to this day.
Wow. It's nice when you go out in the wild and you see yourself looking back at you, though,
Yeah,
right? It's
absolutely.
I got it out there. People are using it. People like it. What's the common theme among your guests or customers or clients, I guess?
I think service, the performance of the product, and that we have less failures than their other competitors in the market. Plus, we're very personable. We answer the phone and we get things out.
Do you work directly with brands or is it typically always through a reseller?
It would depend. If the opportunity is large enough and requires enough customization and time, then we have to offer an OEM solution because unfortunately the middlemen don't necessarily facilitate that. However, the smaller resellers, if we get enough of them, we can then support the channel, roll that through distribution and allow it to have a much larger scale.
Right. So you have a channel that's defined and supported and protected. And in certain cases, there's probably a threshold saying, hey, that company that sells chicken and not open on Sundays came by, we're going to take care of this.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. Is there anything else you want to talk about, share with us before we hop off here?
Yes, absolutely. There's one more thing. So if everybody has ever experienced a credit card breach or a stolen credit card, that's because a credit card reader had something called a skimmer or someone stole their number. So we have a little novelty item that we created a couple years ago.
Like a skim defender?
It's actually called nSkim. And so what it does is it supports multiple devices, but what you do is you simply walk up to your credit card reader, you slide it in, and as long as it fits in the device, you don't have a compromised system. Why does that matter? Every compromised card that a business has will face a $100,000 fine. So this little item for less than $20 can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars from a compromised device.
And it's really visible, so people know that it's been installed. So
no, not even installed. These are actually left in like a drawer, and we make them a bright color so that they can grab it right away. Security people walk around, they slide it in, it takes them a couple seconds, and then they know their system's protected and they can move on with their day. And depending upon the status of that company, are they very large? Are they a mom and pop? Mom and pops might not do it as often, but when you have large organizations or hotels, if their devices are stolen in a matter of hours, they will have hundreds of cards. That's millions and millions of dollars. So for less than $20, they can protect their system in 3 minutes. On a quick walkthrough, they do 20 systems in 3 minutes.
That's wild. That's wild. Just small innovations like that can make all the difference in the world, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Well, so Jimmy, if people want to talk to you, engage with you, learn more about nClose, what's the best way to do it?
The best way to do it is you can contact us via our website, posenclosures.com.
posenclosures.com? Still appear in there.
Perfect. You can also call us at 310-264-4096, and you're going to speak to my sister, Mary. And if we ever get on a conference call, you're going to understand we're brother and sister because we have that back and forth banter.
I almost have to get on a call just to hear this. So it is worth the call just to hear Jimmy and Mary have their talk.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're probably going to talk about who didn't call mom last, but that's a whole different story.
Totally different story.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much, man. And also, we're here at the show in Vegas right now. What's the next events you're going to be at? If somebody actually says, I need to meet that guy, I need to shake his hand.
We're going to be at the Blue Star VarTech event coming up in September. Okay. That's going to be in Connecticut this year.
Okay.
Right now, I think that's really all we have scheduled. We are
lucky
developing products left and right.
Yeah.
I used to travel 85% of the year.
Yeah.
You know what? I do 3 conferences a week. It's much better now.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, I do it for a living. I don't want to do it.
Right?
But
It's tough. So now I just work 20 some hours a day.
That's okay. If you love it, it's not that hard.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, really cool. Well, everybody, this has been Jimmy Durham with nClose. If you ever have any questions about this, one, I like doing business with people that make me feel good about myself. I enjoy the conversation. I really like talking to Jimmy. He's just a fun guy. But also knowing that he's got a personal passion, that he's built this himself, that he's been thinking about this very thoughtfully for quite some time, tells me a lot more. And knowing his partners, some of the partners he has, like Microtouch, knowing that tells me a little bit more about him, that he cares about quality and doing the right things. So, yeah, I encourage you to give him a call, and you have his website, you have his number, you know his sister's name. Yep. Absolutely. But reach out. And also, are you on LinkedIn if anybody wants to hunt you down there too?
You're going to probably find Mary on LinkedIn more than me. Mary at posenclosures.com.
Okay. But for now, this is Beck and Jimmy signing off here from the show. We'll see you guys on the next one. But as always, random acts of kindness, sprinkle those things everywhere. You never know whose day you're going to make better. Just like Jimmy stopped by, made my day a lot better. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Thank you. And thank you, Beck.
All day, man. All day. Anytime. Thanks for joining us for the special ChatGTM podcast field report from the RSPA RetailNOW Show. A special thanks to our partners at Esper for making this coverage possible. Learn more at esper.io, follow Esper on LinkedIn, or meet the team at the Prosper Forum on August 16th. And if you're an RSPA member, don't forget to cast your vote for Maddie.